All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are diving headfirst into the world of workouts and protein.
Ooh, sounds intense.
It is, kinda. We're
Yeah.
taking a look at how these two powerhouses work together, to help us all reach those fitness goals we're always chasing.
Always chasing, that's right.
But here's the fun part. We're doing it a little differently today.
Oh, how so?
Our source material is a bunch of potential podcast episode descriptions, so it's like we're getting a sneak peek behind the curtain, before the show's even made.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Like a little insider scoop.
Right. So our mission today is to connect the dots between working out and protein intake.
A crucial connection for anyone who's serious about their fitness.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in. I think we can all agree that protein is pretty important.
Essential, I'd say.
Essential, yeah. But why? What makes it so vital, especially when we're pushing our bodies with all those workouts?
Well, think about it this way. Every time you work out, you're actually creating tiny little tears in your muscle fibers. It's a good ouch, though. These micro tears are what signal to your body to rebuild and adapt.
So that's where protein comes in.
Exactly. Protein is like the building block, the raw material your body needs to repair those tiny tears and make your muscles stronger.
So more intense workout, more tears, more protein needed?
You got it. It's all about providing your body with the tools it needs to recover and grow.
That makes total sense. But how much protein are we talking about here? Is there like a magic number?
Well, there are guidelines, of course. A good starting point for most moderately active people is around zero point 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight.
Okay, that's helpful. But what about those of us who are, shall we say, a bit more dedicated to our fitness routines?
Ah, yes. If you're hitting the gym hard, especially if you're into strength training or endurance activities, you'll likely need to up your protein intake.
By how much?
Somewhere in the 1.2 to 1.7 grams per kilogram range should do the trick.
So like someone training for a marathon would need way more protein than someone just starting a casual jogging routine.
Precisely. High-intensity workouts, whether it's heavy lifting or long-distance running, they cause more muscle breakdown.
It's like rebuilding a house after a natural disaster. The bigger the damage, the more materials you'll need, right?
Exactly. You need those extra protein bricks to rebuild stronger than before.
Love that analogy.
Ah,
Okay, now I have to ask about those amino acids we always hear about, especially BCAAs.
Yes. Branched-chain amino acids.
They seem to be all the rage these days. What's the deal with them? Are they like the VIPs of muscle growth?
They are pretty important, yeah. Your body can't produce these essential amino acids on its own, so you got to get them through your diet.
Oh, so that's why they're a big deal.
And they play a key role in protein synthesis, which is the process of actually building new muscle protein.
So should we be laser focused on getting as many BCAAs as possible?
Hold on, not so fast. While BCAAs are stars in the protein world, they work best as part of a team.
A team.
Yep. All those other essential amino acids got to be there too, working together for optimal muscle growth.
So it's more about getting enough total protein from a variety of sources.
Exactly. Think balance, not just BCAAs in isolation.
Got it. Now let's talk timing. Does it really matter when we consume our protein, like that whole pre-workout versus post-workout debate?
It's a question that's been debated for ages.
Should we be stressing about hitting that perfect protein window?
Relax. While you don't need to be super strict about it, having some protein shortly before or after your workout can definitely give your muscles a boost.
Okay, so it's helpful, but not like a make or break situation.
Right. Think of it as providing those building blocks at a time when your muscles are primed for recovery and growth.
Makes sense. Now, onto the protein sources themselves. There's this whole plant-based versus animal-based protein thing.
Yeah, that's a hot topic these days.
So spill the beans. What are the key differences, and do they really affect our bodies differently?
Well, both plant and animal proteins can be great sources of those essential amino acids we talked about.
But there must be some differences, right?
Right. Animal proteins are often called complete proteins because they have all 9 essential amino acids in the right amounts.
Okay, so what about plant-based proteins?
Some plant proteins might be lower in certain amino acids, but you can easily fix that by eating a variety of plant sources.
So it's all about mixing and matching.
Exactly. Think beans and rice, lentils with whole grains. These combos create a complete protein profile.
Awesome. So whether you're team plant or team animal, it's really all about balance and variety.
Exactly. And finding what fits your lifestyle, your preferences, and your goals, of course.
Speaking of fitting things in, let's talk about protein powders. They're everywhere you look.
Ubiquitous, you might say.
Ubiquitous, exactly. But I gotta ask, are they really necessary? Can't we just get all our protein from real food?
Protein powders can be helpful, especially if you struggle to hit your protein targets through food alone.
So they're like a backup plan.
Exactly. Think of them as supplements, not replacements. They should complement a healthy diet, not be the main course.
So focusing on things like chicken, beans, lentils, Greek yogurt, and then maybe using a protein powder if needed.
Sounds like a plan. And remember, protein is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right, there's more to it than just protein.
Absolutely. Sleep, managing stress, staying hydrated, these all play a vital role in muscle recovery and overall health.
It's all connected.
It really is. A holistic approach is key.
This has been amazing. We've covered so much about workouts and protein.
From the basics of muscle building to the different types of protein sources.
Of everything in between.
Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your fitness journey.
So true. Now that you know the basics, think about your own routine, your goals, and how you can optimize your protein intake.
Do you need to increase your protein intake overall? Maybe experiment with different sources.